Jamila Sams, what's good?
Life is good right now. You gotta choose joy these days, Malcolm.
Man,
You gotta choose.
that's it right there.
We love that here.
Yeah.
Because you can easily get caught up in the non-joy path. But when you turn off the news often, the joy will start coming back.
Right.
Happiness is a choice.
It is.
Yeah.
Happiness is a choice. Yeah.
Wow. You want to go with?
You know what? I just want to go with her joy, really. I think we all settle on joy for what's good.
Yes.
And what's crazy is that whenever this is shown, that message is still going to be relevant. We're still going to be talking about some of the same things that, that's not what the show is about. But that's why acknowledging joy is good. And like you said, it's a choice.
Yeah.
It is a choice.
And sometimes it takes a little more work. Some mornings it takes a little bit more work to choose joy.
That part.
I tell people all the time, like, just the way society is, when you see someone who seems to be happy all the time or positive all the time, why are you always so happy? You're too damn positive. And I tell people, like, it's not automatic.
Yeah.
Like, some days you wake up, like, we got to, like, those of us who seem to be happy all the time, some days we got to work a little harder.
It might have started at 5 a.m. to get, you saw me at 9:30, but at 5 a.m. it might have been a different story, which is true.
Yeah, you got to set intention. You never know when something might throw you off.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that about you because you need joy in your field. That's, if you are working in education these days, you have got to have a certain level of positivity. So because the kids are going to pick up on every single thing that you do. I remember once I did an exercise. I can't remember if I told the story before, and it was a memory exercise. I teach journalism. It was recounting facts. And I said to them, all right, I want you to recount everything that's happened from the beginning of class to now. And a lot of the notes said, Professor Kelley wore black as usual. And I didn't realize that. But it was because of how I was feeling. I was like, they told me I had to get some colors that week. I did not realize I was wearing, look, as we mostly wear black here, but it was because of where I was at that time. So the students will tell you.
You got to have fun with them.
Yeah.
I never forget, I tell this story when I first started teaching. I was only 21 years old. And I had finally gotten my class just to be quiet for a second. And so it was like, you could hear a pin drop. And I'm at the board and I'm doing something. And all I hear from behind me is, Shabba. And I just started dying laughing.
That's funny.
And if I say Shabba, you can tell how long ago that was. But it's those moments where it's just like, you know what? We're all human.
That's right.
You all are just, younger humans than I am. And let's just have some fun with this.
Yeah. You have that part.
I wish teachers had more of that attitude, right? Because there always seems to be this barrier between I'm the teacher, you're the student, and there's this thing in between us that keeps us from actually relating as human beings.
What do you think that thing is, though? Because there is that unspoken.
Yeah, please. That's why we're here.
Because that is a thing.
Yeah.
It's white supremacy.
She went straight to it.
That is what it is.
Can you unpack that?
Yeah. We were always taught that there is some level of hierarchy in education. Like this person is always going to be superior to you. And that's not the case. There's so many things that we can humble ourselves to learn from young people if we just allow that space to be created in our classrooms. Like they teach me more than I ever probably am able to teach them, right? In that moment, him yelling Shabba, I was like, oh, it was a reminder to laugh and not take myself so seriously, right?
Yeah.
And so just with that structure, that Eurocentric structure of, hierarchy and this is more important than that unfortunately has... we got to get that stench off of us. Right?
I think parents do the same thing often too, though. Right?
You mean in terms of a barrier?
Yeah, in terms of the superiority. I'm the parent, so you do what I say, and there's no wiggle room. Like I know for me, like as a parent, my daughter's 7, and I think the most challenging thing is, again, because I'm an older parent, I'm less interested in raising an obedient child as I am in raising a human being who has her own voice.